Good morning, everybody. As always, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a few. My name is Rich. I'm the channel host, and most often you'll see us talking about drone work and imaging work and building our small drone businesses here. Now, we're going to jump right in. Over the past few weeks, we've been doing a lot of testing with the Mavic 3 Enterprise. We've hit some road bumps and some potholes in the roads, and we've also seen some really great performance out of the Mavic 3 Enterprise as well. We're still getting used to it. Now, today's video is kind of a unique one. We're going to talk about some test flights that we've been doing, and we're going to talk about test flights that we imported from our Litchi app. So we can't directly import things from the Litchi app to the Mavic 3 Enterprise, but there is a workaround now. So I'd like to share that workaround with you. I am going to change my screen size so that it's all about the main screen here. So give me one moment. And there we go. Now I'm down at the bottom corner of the screen, and you can actually see the full screen. First thing that we're looking at here is Litchi Utilities. So this is a website which I would suggest supporting, especially if you're a Litchi user and maybe you're upgrading to the Mavic 3 Enterprise. You can't use Litchi with it yet, but down the road I think you will be able to. But this website offers a bunch of tools for Litchi users, and one of the tools that we used was Litchi Waypoints to the Mavic 3 Waypoints. So this was really exciting. I discovered this one a couple of weeks ago, and we've been testing it out. While we can import most of our flight routes from Litchi, there are some issues that come up, and we are building a new class about the Mavic 3 Enterprise, and we'll go step by step through the new class. That should be launched in a couple of weeks. We're here in August of 2023 right now, and the new course should be probably launched mid-September at the pace we're going at. Now, in the end, what we want to do is actually get some of our waypoint missions, especially for those of you who have flights that you need to repeat over and over again. Let's say for time-lapse video, for instance. So rather than manually inputting this into the Mavic 3 Enterprise, the Litchi Waypoint converter can actually save us here. So I'm just going to click on this real quick, and on the Litchi Waypoints converter, they have a couple of items that we need to fill out. What do we do when we lose signal? Continue the mission or execute the configured lost signal action, which is return to home. So you can make your choice there. Drone type, so Air 3 and Mavic. There we go with the Mavic 3 Enterprise. And then we can also change our flight speed just a little bit. So maybe 3.5 meters per second. And then we can choose a file for upload. And let me go to my desktop here. And on the desktop, I do have a folder called Mission Hub to M3E. So we actually took the CSV files from Litchi and we turned them into a KMZ file. And with the Mavic 3 Enterprise, you can import KMZ files. Let's go ahead and change this and take a look. So right here in the mapping setup on the Mavic 3E, we do have several flights here, and we could create a route, or we can import a route, KMZ and KML. So the Solstice 98 foot above ground level mission that I have, that one has been converted over and we can fly it. And the Solstice 30 feet. In a few moments or a few minutes, I'm actually going to show you the flight that we performed with the Solstice 30 foot above ground level. So it did work, and like I said, we've been doing a lot of testing. We're not going to go into a full tutorial here on how to set this up, but I want to give you the idea and give you hope. If you've got a bunch of Litchi routes, hey, you can actually get them over onto your device. So that was awesome. Now, the video that I'm about to play for you this is actually the video screen right here. And I need to scroll myself up. So we were out in the field at the Solstice project. You can even see down in the lower left corner the camera feed, and we're getting ready to launch this mission. So the mission was imported from a KML or KMZ. Now all right, there we go. So we're going to start watching this video in just a moment. And when we watch this particular video, I'm going to turn off the audio here. So the audio pickup that you're going to hear as we're flying this mission, That audio pickup was from the controller. So the RC Pro controller, you can do screen recordings on it. So the audio sounds terrible and tinny. I had not brought my Wireless Go 2 along with me. I wasn't planning on recording all this. We were going to be doing more testing. But after we saw the direction the testing was going in, which is a very good direction, we decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and record this. So you'll hear me and my visual observer, Jody, talking in the background about what looks to be working and the things that I might need to adjust a little bit, including the fact that the RC controller kept talking to me at every waypoint that it hit. So that got a little annoying. I'm sure there's a place to mute those notifications. All right. With all that said, what we're going to do next is I'm going to include the video stream from the drone to the controller and watch it execute this mission. Now, once again, this mission, let's go back over here really quick. We're going to cancel that conversion. But that mission was taken, let me see, Litchi Mission Hub. There we go. And so I'm just jumping into my Litchi install. I'm going down to missions. I'm going to open a mission here, and then we're going to find this one. So all these missions that I have in Litchi, I can actually get converted over now, which is really great news for me. So let's see here. There it is. We'll open that one. So here you go. This is the Litchi mission that I created with the Litchi app using my Mavic 2 Pro. And then we were able to export that as a CSV right down here in the lower left corner, export as a CSV. And then in the Litchi Waypoint converter, we were able to make the KML KMZ file and import it. So there you go. This is the mission that we were working with, that we've been working with since last October. And it was exciting that I get to actually convert it over. All right, let's watch the actual video now. We'll just go through the video, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this development and how it's worked and what could be improved, and the couple of things that you're going to need to do after importing that KML or KMZ.
Taking off. Home point updated. Check map confirmed.
All right, I'm just moving it out. Right about there. Now I need to see. Let's go up. All right, getting it preset to 30 feet. Okay, so pre-flight check. Next, looking good. Let's hit next. And we'll go ahead and upload the flight mission. And we'll go ahead and start.
Moving to start point.
And I've started the recording on the drone. Oh, setting itself down. Here we go.
Arrived at start point.
Oh, wow, that was jerky.
Starting task.
But, hey Jody, we've replicated our flight.
Good.
Arrived at waypoint.
Yeah, I hear one. Well, we are at 30 feet, I mean.
Arrived at waypoint.
Alright, so she's going to keep telling us arrived at waypoint for every single waypoint. Yeah, and I don't know if we want autofocus continuous or not here.
Arrived at waypoint.
Reason why it's doing that is because I made so many waypoints for it for the curves.
Yeah.
Arrived at waypoint.
Dude, this works.
Yep.
This is working well. I mean, so we can start using these paths and just refine them a little bit.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Arrived at
Litchi
waypoint.
converter and DJI Mavic 3. All right, so there you have it. We actually took some data from a Litchi mission, converted it, got it into the Mavic 3 Enterprise, and we're able to work with it. We still had to do some additional items to the Waypoint mission. We had to go in and correct all of the headings, and I'll be looking further into that down the road. Now, this is not a full tutorial by any means on this. I just wanted to share this with you to show you as we're coming across items for the Mavic 3 Enterprise. So I wanted to get this one out on YouTube to give you a flavor for how you can set up flight missions for, let's say, time-lapse video, which is the mission that we were looking at there. So we have a little more tweaking to do, but not a lot. And this has been a big bonus to learn that we can convert our Litchi Waypoint missions over to the Mavic 3 Enterprise. Also, we've been able to convert some of our KML files over to Map Pilot Pro and to DJI's app as well. So some of our modeling missions, our mapping and modeling missions, we can actually carry over from the other third-party apps that we used with the Mavic 2 Pro. Now, the third-party app developers are working really hard to get caught up with us. So, Map Pilot Pro, Drone Harmony, all these different companies are working to get their third-party apps working well with the Mavic 3 Enterprise. And we've already loaded Map Pilot Pro on this, and we can load Drone Harmony if we want to. And there are a couple other third-party apps out there as well. So the good news is that, down the road, we're going to be able to easily still manage all of our flights for our clients. That's the big part for us. All right, with that, I'm going to head off because I'm actually working on 3 more of the class lectures for the new class on the Mavic 3 Enterprise. So keep your eyes open on this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. And when the new course comes out, we'll notify you here and invite you to check the class out as well. See you again real soon, and have a great week, everybody.